Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Dad Life. Today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, and that's Ghostbusters. So if you have been in a Walmart at any time from April until now, you have probably seen some of these Ghostbuster items in the toy aisle. Hopefully you picked them up and you are storing them away and collecting them, or if you're brave enough, giving them to a kid to let them play with and then potentially break. But today we want to talk about the Ghost Trap that has been sold at Walmart, and we are super excited about this item. So go ahead and sit back, relax, click the like and subscribe buttons, and let's get started. So like I was saying, Walmart has become the exclusive provider of these Ghostbuster items this summer. And part of it is a deal they have with Hasbro, and the other part is a deal they have with Ruby's, the costume company. So what we're going to be talking about today is this Ghost Trap. It is a Ruby's branded trap. It's through a subsidiary brand of theirs called Imagine, and you can see that right here in little lettering on the box itself. And this is how they come. This is a full-size Ghost Trap replica. This thing is just great. If you've been to a Halloween store anytime in the last couple of years, you've probably seen these similar looking traps. Now what makes these ones special are a couple of different things. So the traps in the Halloween store are generally $49.99 or above. So you're looking at a $50 price point for that. And you get a great item. It's got a push button on the handle. It opens up. It's got flashing lights. It makes some noises like you're catching a trap or catching a ghost. But what is great about this trap that's in Walmart is that it's only $19.99. What a smoking deal for the same ghost trap that you were getting before for $50. Now, additionally, to add some more value to it, they have added a new functionality, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So here is the trap itself. This is how it comes in the store. It is this beautiful Ghostbusters classic styling that you're getting, where it's all black. It's got the Ghostbuster logo. And most Ghostbuster stuff now has the green background, the ethereal background that gives it the illusion that there's some kind of ghost busting going on. You also have the classic Ghostbusters lettering. It's showing you that you got a trap. You see here it's got lights. It's got a push button that absolutely doesn't work whatsoever. And this has caused a lot of confusion with people. You should be able to test this item out because these new ghost traps come with a pedal, which this harkens back to the old Hasbro or the old Kenner line from when I was a kid, except they weren't electronic back then in the 80s. They were pneumatic. You pressed the foot pedal, it pushed air, and it opened up the trap, and then you could bust some ghosts and close it again. So the fact that we now have a relatively screen-accurate full-size ghost trap replica that now has a push pedal, I mean, you can't nerd out more than that with an item like this. So I want to show you how it works. So rather than take this one out of the box, we're going to go ahead and save this one for collecting purposes. Again, I recommend if you are a collector, buy two of whatever you are collecting. One that you can play with or display out of box, then one that you can tuck away in box. You never know when you might have to sell it, hopefully at a profit, and obviously in-box items are a little bit more protected. They also retain their value better. So here is the item. Again, you're looking at something similar that you've seen with the Spirit Halloween or the Ruby's traps that you've seen in the Halloween stores to date. You have great styling. Now, obviously, it's not 100% screen accurate, so you can do different things to it. You can paint it. There's even aftermarket kits that you can put on it to give it the more metallic look, a little bit more texturing. You can also get it with the proper screws and doodads on it to make it look more screen accurate. But for what it is, for $20, it looks great. It's got that classic ghost trap styling. It even has functional wheels. It will roll. It's got a nice, good grippy handle. It does have a clip on it if you want to clip it to your belt, if you're cosplaying or if you're just dressing up for Halloween or, heck, just walking around your house or the neighborhood. Who knows what you might find out there these days. But this item's great. So now let's go ahead and show you how it functions. So there is a power on, power off button here. Obviously not screen accurate, but again, this item's 20 bucks. You can replace this if you want. There's a lot of videos on YouTube right now of people modding it. We'll probably do one as we get closer to Halloween, as we get to our prop building series for the month of October. But we'll go ahead and show you how this works. So you turn it on, and right away, you start to get some lights. You get the red indicator light in the back of the trap, and you get the indicator light on the front of the trap. And it is a little hard to see, but it is flashing full. You have LEDs that are sequential and eventually fill up that area. Now, one critique I do have about this trap is the filament or the plastic covering that they have over the lights here. It is very opaque. And what you get is you get a very muffled light. I would have rather seen it clear or not have it at all. You're going to get more brightness from the LEDs. You'll also be able to see the individual LEDs. There are 3 LEDs in there that light up, and it would be nice to see those a little bit better. The opaqueness of the covering over those LEDs on the front indicator here just blurs it, and it kind of looks junky. So I say if you're going to mod this trap, replace that or take it out completely. Now here's for the best part, right? This is what we all came for, the foot pedal. Now as you can see, it's not very long. You're looking at 36 inches max. This kind of harkens back to the Nintendo Classic issue they had with the wired controllers where they were only like 3 feet in a world where we were already wireless controllers for our video games. This isn't really that great, but you're looking at low gauge wire here, probably similar to like a doorbell wire. So you can get this wire cheap. You can make it longer. You can mod it out and make it better for your purposes. Now also too, you see where the wire is coming out here for the foot pedal. It's off to the side. If it was more screen accurate, it'd be coming out about here in the back. So again, an opportunity to mod. You do have a speaker here because this thing does make noise. So you got to be careful of that. Some people are just taking it out. They're putting in their own electronics because on the inside you do have lots and lots of room. Here's the foot pedal. Now, just from feeling it and touching it, it's very light, it's very cheap, it's all plastic. It'll probably break if you stomp on it too hard. So if you're going to use this item for cosplay and you're not going to swap out the pedal, then just be prepared to be gentle with this foot pedal. Otherwise, you will stomp it and you will break it because it is small, it is plastic, and it's relatively generic. But let's see how this works. Go ahead and press the foot pedal, and you can't beat that, right? Finally, an electronic ghost trap with a foot pedal for $20. You can't beat that. With all of its idiosyncrasies, non-screen accuracies, the parts where they cut corners to make it that price, it's still worth it. It is still a cool item. You'll still be one of the coolest people at the Halloween party or at the costume party or wherever you want to don this. Heck, just, again, walking around your house. You never know what might be lurking around the corner. But you press it, and there you go. You have the 2 different sounds like you have in the original traps from Spirit and Ruby's. It sounds like a ghost, a Slimer type ghost where it's eating and burping and making noise. You hear the traps, you hear the... Look at that. And then it cycles through. That's the other cool thing about it. You can open it, and you can do your thing. You hit the pedal and close it, or you open it up, and it will cycle on its own and close by itself. Again, this is just a phenomenal item for only 20 bucks. Now, they have been running their course at Walmart, and even lately, I've been seeing them, people posted online where they are going on clearance. So you might be able to pick one up for as low as $9 or $11 is what I've seen them going for in some places that are clearing them out. So if you haven't picked one of these up already, I would go get it immediately, because I can promise you that these things will probably show up in the Halloween stores, but they're not going to be selling for $19.99. They will most likely be back at the $49.99 price point or even higher. So I hope you've liked this review. Just to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking to do, we do want to mod this a little bit for our Halloween prop series for the month of October. And we have already purchased a foot pedal that is going to be a little bit more sturdy. It's metal. It looks like something the Ghostbusters might use. Obviously, it's not 100% screen accurate, but it's going to do the job. You'll be able to connect your wiring into it and connect a new mod connector on here to the back of the trap. The idea would be to make it modular, right? Where you can disconnect the foot pedal or disconnect the foot pedal and cord from the trap itself. We also are probably looking at doing something where we can connect the ghost trap to the Spirit Halloween Proton pack and have that sitting on the pack just like they did in the cartoon series, The Real Ghostbusters. So what's my review on it? The Dad Life score. We're going to give this a score of a 9 on the Dad Life scale. You're hitting all the right notes here. It looks great even in the box. It does function properly. It looks fantastic. It's got a foot pedal. Now the one thing that's funny, if you do find this in stores and you press the button here where you try to test it, it will never work. So don't let that concern you or make you afraid that you're getting a broken one. These came shipped with cheap Chinese batteries, and in order to get them into a like a display mode where you can press the button and open it, they put it halfway between. They put the little on-off switch halfway in the middle, where it just kind of like sat there, kind of like that. It's not off, it's not on, it's kind of in the middle. And the idea is kind of like that you can be able to function with this thing, but it doesn't work. And it never did. And so there was people that were buying these and then returning them because they thought they were broken. All you need to do, open it up, open the battery casing on the side, put in some fresh batteries, and it'll work properly every time. So again, this is my review of the Ruby's Ghost Trap, full-size Ghost Trap with light, sound, and functioning pedal from Walmart. They are selling for $19.99, but you might be able to catch them on sale as we are toward now late July, and these were released starting in late April of this year. So they've been out for a few months, but pick one up. You're not going to regret it. I'm scoring it a 9 on the Dad Life scale. So get this item, get it for your kids, get it for yourself, and you will not regret that purchase. We'll talk to you next time.